Dwayne Johnson is known to millions around the world by one legendary nickname, The Rock. After overcoming countless hardships and setbacks, he eventually rose to become one of America's most successful professional wrestlers, and later, one of the richest and most recognizable actors in Hollywood. His impressive career includes blockbuster films such as Fast and Furious, Jumanji, The Scorpion King, Hercules, and many more. In August 2018, Johnson ranked second among Hollywood's highest-paid actors, earning an astonishing $124 million in a single year. So, what kind of journey did Dwayne Johnson go through to achieve such incredible success? And what is his life like today? Let's find out. Dwayne Johnson was born in May 1972 into a family where professional wrestling wasn't just a career, it was a way of life. His father, grandfather, uncles, and cousins were all professional wrestlers. His mother worked as her husband's promoter, while his grandmother built a remarkable career managing women's wrestling across Polynesia. Sports had always been part of the Johnson family's everyday life. From an early age, Dwayne's father regularly took him to training sessions and wrestling competitions. When Dwayne turned 12, he decided to test his own strength by attempting to lift a heavily loaded barbell during one of those workouts. The challenge proved too much. The weight pinned him beneath the bar. Fortunately, the accident left no lasting physical injuries. But it did become a turning point. It convinced his father that Dwayne's future belonged in sports, and from that day forward, the young boy began training seriously under his father's strict guidance. Few people know that Dwayne Johnson also had a troubled past. His criminal history began during his teenage years when he joined a group of boys who robbed tourists in Hawaii. By the age of 17, Dwayne had been arrested 9 times for theft. His quick temper didn't help either. As a teenager, he was repeatedly detained for getting into fights. While attending high school, Dwayne discovered American football, and it quickly became clear that he had exceptional talent. His performances were so impressive that several universities offered him athletic scholarships. He eventually enrolled at the University of Miami, where he studied psychology and criminology, graduating in 1995. His dream was to continue building a professional football career. But everything changed after a serious back injury. Dwayne later admitted, "I had nightmares. I was crushed. Football was taken away from me. It was the worst time of my life." Looking back, however, that devastating moment only made him stronger. After losing the opportunity to play professional football, Dwayne Johnson discovered an entirely new future. Inside the wrestling ring, Dwayne Johnson made his wrestling debut in November 1996 under the ring name Rocky Maivia, a name created from his father's first name and his grandfather's last name. Just 3 months later, he won his first WWF Intercontinental Championship. However, fans quickly grew tired of his image as a good, honest guy who always followed the rules. The crowd began chanting, "Die, Rocky, die." Because of this, Johnson took a break from wrestling for a while and later returned with a new persona. The bad guy known as The Rock. In 2000, Dwayne Johnson released his autobiography, The Rock Says, which became a bestseller and greatly increased interest in him, including in Hollywood. He was then offered his first supporting role in the movie The Mummy Returns. For that role, the first-time actor received an incredible $5.5 million, earning a place in the Guinness World Records. After that, Johnson set 2 more Guinness World Records. The second was for taking 105 selfies in 3 minutes. The third was for the world's largest 7-layer dip, weighing 245 kilograms, made by his team. As for his film career, his next role was already a leading one. Dwayne Johnson starred in The Scorpion King, and in 2011, he joined the Fast and Furious franchise. The role of Agent Hobbs was rewritten specifically for him. The main role in that film, as in the rest of the series, was played by Vin Diesel. By the way, if you haven't watched our video about how Vin Diesel lives, you'll find the link at the end of this video. Dwayne Johnson doesn't appear only in action movies. He also takes on comedy roles, such as in Tooth Fairy. In 2014, Hercules was released, with Johnson playing the lead role. His latest films at the time were the 2018 movies Rampage and Skyscraper. In 2019, Dwayne Johnson was set to appear as Black Adam in the DC superhero film Shazam. He also announced that he was willing to play Black Adam in all future films of the franchise. As for his personal life, Dwayne Johnson dated Dani Garcia for nearly 7 years. He met the Cuban-born beauty while he was still studying at university, and the two quickly fell in love. They lived together for 7 years before officially getting married in 1999. In August 2001, Johnson became a proud father when Dani gave birth to their daughter. They remained together for another 6 years before publicly announcing their separation. Their daughter stayed with her mother, while Johnson continued to support her financially. Despite the divorce, Dwayne and Dani managed to remain close friends. Not long after the split, the actor began appearing in public with his new partner, Lauren Hashian. On December 16, 2015, Lauren gave birth to their daughter, Jasmine, and on April 17, 2018, the couple welcomed their second daughter. The left side of Dwayne Johnson's arm, chest, and back is covered with a traditional Polynesian tattoo. Created in the Samoan cultural tradition, it tells the story of his life and represents his personal values. People often say it's not polite to count someone else's money, but that doesn't really apply when a person openly shares their financial success. Like many celebrities, Dwayne Johnson has never hidden how much he earns or how he spends it. In August 2018, Forbes ranked Johnson as the second highest paid actor in the world. Over the previous 12 months, he earned an incredible $124 million. Naturally, most of that income came from his film career. But that's not his only source of revenue. Since the beginning of his acting career, Dwayne has also built a successful television career. He has appeared in numerous TV and documentary series, while also working as a host and guest on various talk shows and reality programs. Like many major celebrities, Johnson is also active in advertising. For example, he signed a long-term partnership with Ford Motor Company, becoming the face of the company's Built Ford Proud promotional campaigns. In addition, Johnson regularly makes appearances at WWE events, helping promote the wrestling brand where he first became a global superstar. Together with his first wife, Dwayne also founded a production company that has achieved considerable success. Positive reviews from audiences, strong critical reception, and numerous awards all demonstrate the company's accomplishments. His business instincts have also proven to be exceptional. Johnson partnered with Under Armour to launch his own line of men's footwear and accessories, which quickly became a success. A former professional wrestler, now one of Hollywood's biggest movie stars, a television personality, author, and successful entrepreneur, Dwayne Johnson has mastered not only the art of earning millions, but also of enjoying the life he's built. Housing is certainly not an issue for a movie star like Dwayne Johnson. He owns several homes across different states in America. Although calling them houses doesn't quite do them justice, they're more like massive mansions with countless rooms. Today, the Hollywood star lives on a ranch in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Johnson is also a huge car enthusiast. According to Dwayne himself, he bought his very first car when he was just 15 years old for only $40. The value of the vehicles he owns today is worlds apart from that old Ford. One of his favorite cars is the Chevrolet Chevelle, which he often drives to movie premieres. His collection also includes the Ferrari LaFerrari, an exotic supercar produced in extremely limited numbers, a custom-built Ford F-150, and a Cadillac Escalade, which he usually rides in with a chauffeur. Despite his incredibly busy schedule, Johnson always finds time to travel. He flies around the world aboard his luxurious Gulfstream G650, which he calls one of the fastest private jets in the world. Although his professional wrestling career is now behind him, Dwayne still dedicates a huge amount of time to training. By his own admission, working out is sacred. It's no surprise, since his powerful physique has become one of his trademarks. Johnson's diets have become legendary. Interestingly, his daily meal plan changes depending on the role he's preparing for. At one point, his nutrition plan required him to eat around 5 kilograms of food every single day, with nearly a third of it consisting of cod. His famous high-carb cheat meals also attracted a lot of attention. During one of those days, Johnson ate 12 thick pancakes, 4 giant pizzas, and 20 brownie cakes, proudly sharing photos of the meals on Instagram. Despite his intimidating appearance, this giant of a man has an incredibly kind and compassionate heart. One day, fate introduced him to a young boy battling cancer. That meeting left a lasting impression on Dwayne, inspiring him to establish a charitable foundation dedicated to helping children with serious illnesses. Beyond financial support, the actor regularly visits young patients in hospitals to lift their spirits. Dwayne is also a devoted animal lover. He owns a small farm in Virginia, and his family has 2 French bulldogs named Brutus and Hobbs. At one point, Johnson even mentioned that he wouldn't mind becoming the next president of the United States. However, he hasn't taken any concrete steps toward a political career, at least, not yet. Friends, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to share it on social media. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.